Well, Nesties, I am still at it. I have cleaned outside. I've harvested, I think, every tomato possible in the garden that I can harvest. This is what's in here. I've been harvesting peppers. I got habaneros in here, some little red peppers, serrano pepper. All I know that I won't be tasting those. If you hear, I had the recording going, and this is just my incubator right here, my grow station. But I have so many ripe tomatoes up here that I'm gonna have to give away. I don't forgot whatever was growing in here, but I have the slightest idea that says red cornel, then it says rosemary. So I don't know what it is. I'll give it some water and let it finish growing. And then I came right here and had a heat mat that was here, and it was still on. So what I'm going to do is that I have this basket of tomatoes and a garbage can full of tomatoes where I'm going to sort out and prepare to give away. I have no more room in my freezer, praise God, for no more tomatoes, but I need to sort these out and get them on the stand. I had the absolute best tomato season ever. I remember Bob, what's her name? Her name is Barbara. She's in Tennessee, and her Living Food Forest is the name of her web address. I'll put it up there. Anyhow, I'll never forget that when she prayed before the season about abundance. And I'm a strong believer in that because my goodness, I have never seen anything like this before. Nothing. I've never seen nothing like this before. So I'm gonna get all this stuff ready. I know it's a lot that I need to throw in the garbage can. Gonna inspect them and throw away what I need to throw away. These tomatoes here come from over here on the east side of the garden, and they were really big at first, but this is like the last flush of them, and they're not so big, and they're shaped all kind of crazy, weird and crazy. But these are the green ones. Like these little ones right here, they're not gonna ripe. I'm just gonna throw those out. But probably this right here will end up being a fried green tomato. The cobwebs in a hole. Garbage. There was something wet. That was gross. That one, oh, it's that one. Got a big old hole in it right there. That's a big tomato too. Alrighty, y'all are trash. This I could probably save this one. It's soft. I don't want anything, juice leaking, anything, because then it ain't nothing but little worms in it. This is a nice one. Now since I've picked all of them, I have no idea what they're, the names of them. But I do remember when I first started planting all those tomatoes that I was so fascinated with the peachy, orangey colored ones that I wanted a lot of them with orange colors and yellows. And I got a mess of them. Barely got any, I barely had red tomatoes. This got a little spot on it right there, but I'm gonna chance it. And y'all see them, they all orange. All them tomatoes are orange. They're a blend of Old German and Kellogg's Breakfast, orange Ox Heart, and I'm going to put the more greener ones down here. Well, over here on the trellis, the tomatoes were diseased, so that's all. I'm not keeping that. Hey, chicken. So y'all know I'm in Florida zone 10A, and these are the flush of tomatoes that were planted in the fall, and they gave me a miraculous harvest for the spring. So I know a lot of people think they're just now putting all their tomatoes out, and I'm sitting up here when I'm watching everybody's videos, just at awe and baffled, saying to myself, I do have some tomatoes growing, but they were already started like in December and January. There would be no way I would be able to get tomatoes like how you guys are just putting them out right now. That's not happening. I got to get up there and clean that whole top shelf off. It's full of cherry tomatoes. I had a lot of red, those purple tomatoes, Cherokee purple, between Cherokee purple, black creme, black Tula, or creme Tula, and Robertson. I don't know which one is which. And then I had a beautiful one that when you opened it, I think it was the Old German, you opened it, and it had a burst of peach in it. It was so pretty. And no, I'm not going to be able to do anything with these tomatoes. I have some that looked like they were kind of variegated and had like almost like a nipple. I don't know what those were. The chip over here in his bag. Nugget over here laying down outside. Y'all should have seen the tantrum that this dog was throwing yesterday because he wanted to get out that crate. I had to record it and send it to my husband. How his dog was in here cutting out. He was getting ready to be a pound puppy. I feel something wet. It's a soft spot right there and a hole. Look at this beauty. Now, there's a word over there that began with an A, and oh shucks, oh, that gave me a headache thinking too hard. I can't think of the other name, what this may have been, but this came off the trellis. Those were big ones over there. And some big worms was over there too. And holes that were the size of erasers. You wanna go get in the bed? I'm blocking your way. My bad. Go ahead and get in the bed. Go take a nap. Good job. Here's another one. They all got to be in the same family. Either. So even though I'm tomatoed out, I'm going to be really sad when I don't have fresh tomatoes, because I'm going to want fresh tomatoes. But I absolutely refuse to buy them. Now I'm not going to try to grow any more large tomatoes until the fall. It's another thing. And I thank my mama for sending me these bags. For the tomatoes. Telling y'all it's a bunch of good ones. This one got some little markings on it. Hopefully they're not worm, but it's still pretty solid. That's shaped just like a heart. I thought I liked big tomatoes until I saw these perfect ones like this, and when you cut them open, they're beautiful. Yes. Perfect tomato. Just perfect. I don't know if these are gonna make it. These came from over here. I do know the name of it. It wasn't the old German, but something else. I was like, oh, that's what that is. So I gave my neighbor some tomatoes the other day. And I said, Miss Lou, you eat fruit? Because I eat tomatoes. I know she don't care for vegetables at all. She says, yeah, I like tomatoes because I like a good tomato sandwich every now and then. And I said, well, what color you want? I have all colored tomatoes. She says, I always thought they were red tomatoes. So, you know, I was so excited to come over here and get my tomatoes out and share with her. And I gave her some beautiful orange tomatoes. And then I gave her some, a lot of the champagne bubbles. She got a kick out of that. But look how beautiful orange this one is. They're so sweet. Oh, I do got a red one. These are heavy. I don't know how the companies pick these tomatoes green and then sell them to us. They, just like they said, they got to be spraying them with something, because I put mine on the shelf to turn, and they always, if they don't have a little bit of blush on them, they don't adjust so well to being inside to turn. Now a lot of these come from that mesh that was over there, those old Germans. And there was old German over here, pink, orange ox heart, Kellogg's breakfast, and all of them were orange and yellow tomatoes. And you can tell the ox hearts because they have this nipple on them. They look like a heart. The old Germans are big. Let me see if I can tell the old German. I think these came from over there. And Kellogg's breakfasts are all small because I already picked the big ones. Another ox heart. Has that point on it like a heart. I'll take some to work. There's some girls in the radiation. Well, we're on the radiation department, but they're the radiation therapists. And I told them I would bring them some tomatoes, and I had showed them how I fill this basket up full of tomatoes. She's like, "How do you just do it?" I don't know. YouTube University, grace of God. This is gonna be one of them little perfect ones. No, spider. This one definitely came from over here. That it begins with an A, Angel tomato, and this looks like this was two tomatoes that was fused together. Because in the inside here you can see the two stems in there. But it's definitely, it was two tomatoes. Let me see if I can click it and show you. There were two tomatoes that fused. No, matter of fact, that was three of them. Three tomatoes that fused together to make one. Looks like four, but this is one. This is 1, 2, 3. All fused together. Interesting. Now, like I said, I don't know if these were the Paul Robeson black crumb or whoever they are. They're good if you get them nice and firm, but I don't like a soft tomato at all. And they get soft so quick. So as soon as these come off the branch, they need to be cut. But what I'll do with these is roast these down for sauce, because they make the sauce a nice dark rich color. We're not done yet, guys. Probably about 7 more left on this side over here. Oh, and I forgot. And the ones that were over here behind the brown grow tower, not grow tower, but raised bed, those were the burgundy ones. And then the tree that was behind that was some more orange ox heart, and something else that was growing some big orange tomatoes. These are just some of the aromas that were growing. I definitely need to take this. Oh, I see a little hole. I don't trust the holes. These all come from right there. Some type of black. I don't know if they were black crumb, but they're soft already. They're gonna be good for a sauce. They're not firm at all. They got a little nipple on it, so I know that's probably a ox heart. And I had grew the pink ox heart one time, and I had tried it, and it was so good. So it was so hard to grow when I first grew them. I think I only got 2 of them off the tree, but I've got plenty of them this time, and they grew nice and firm. But I don't know if it will be a variety that I would want to grow again. The pink old German and whatever this orange old German definitely would be in the next year. You want those little purple ones. When I have a zucchini back there, and I'll put those in the oven with some garlic and some onions from the garden and roast them down. Oh my goodness, with some Italian seasoning. Excellent. I don't think that's a hole, I just think that's just a deviation in now. They grow so crazy. Yeah, all of these I'm going to have for dinner tonight. And don't drop them. Yeah, those are going to be for dinner tonight. With the zucchini that I picked. Alrighty guys, 3 more. Like how this one feels, it's not going to ripen well. I know that already. And also, I was glad to start taking down the tomato bushes because they were getting old, and plus the leaf-footed bug was becoming very disrespectful on the tomatoes. And that has about filled up that whole row down there. Now see that? Okay. I don't know how well that's going to ripen. And I still have this basket to go. Well guys, I think that's enough. I just wanted to share just a little something with the tomatoes, and I'm just, putting out content. This is definitely the last big harvest of tomatoes. I only have one. I can count them from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tomatoes that are ripening out there right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 healthy trees that are growing. What I need to get that growing to get is figure out what that cherry tomato was over there, and get it back growing, and make sure that it's growing along the fence, because that bad boy was just big and all over the place. This is so neat. Alright guys, thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for inviting me into your home, and happy Harvest Day. I hope everybody has a very abundant harvest this spring / summer with all their fruits and vegetables, and enjoy. Have a good one. Bye, Nesties.